What's up, Saiyan Army? Welcome to the video. So first off, before we get into it, I just want to announce that I am opening up more online coaching spots. So if you guys are looking for online coaching, shoot me an email, gokuflex@gmail.com. Typically during the summer, because it's the slower time for coaching, I try not to take on as many clients, and which leaves me more time to do stuff outside of YouTube and everything. So it's a little bit more downtime for me. Personally, I haven't taken a day off in the past 7 years. Ever since I started online coaching, every single day I'm doing either check-ins, answering questions, and working on programs, if not probably all three every single day. Because summer is coming to an end, I'm opening up my books and putting in more time. So yeah, if you guys are interested in online coaching, shoot me an email. Secondly, I just want to shout out my client Jason for allowing me to share his journey and transformation with you guys. Jason sat down, watched one of my transformation videos just like you guys right now, and he thought to himself, I need to change. And that's exactly what he did, and that's what we're going to be going through in today's video. So do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get into it. So a little background on Jason. He is 34 years old, 5'9". He had a goal of going from 168 pounds to 145 pounds, and his ultimate goal was just to get abs. He's been working out since 2012, off and on, and he's running a 4-day split, which we modified, and we kept it at 4 days moving forward. But yeah, we just did a modified version of his 4-day upper-lower split. I also asked Jason what he had to say, and this is what he wrote. I've always admired people who could see obviously worked hard to build their physique. I had an uncle who was a bodybuilder when I was young, and it was something I always wanted to try myself but never got around to it. Started working out on and off since 2015, but always felt like I was turning my wheels, feeling unsure about what I was doing in the gym and in the kitchen. I even tried some other coaches but always failed because it never felt right. One late night I found Matt's channel and was hooked on all the different body types he has helped. It just felt like the right thing to do was contact Matt for help. One thing I have to say I struggled with the most is the process was learning to be patient. It's easy to get anything today fast, but Matt helped me understand patient effort would be needed in order to meet the goal. My goal changed from just wanting to see abs to wanting to prove to myself that I could do it too. Prove it, I would say. So I did just that. Naturally, of course, I had mishaps here and there, but every time Matt would help me understand to just keep going. Saw it as a challenge as time went on, and it helped me keep me motivated every day. Today, I'm still on the journey after having to stop coaching early because I got COVID-19, but I know I can and will get back to the shape I left off. I can't thank Matt enough for showing me how to work out and eat properly. He showed me so much that now I know I understand how to work the body properly without feeling unnecessary pain or extreme hunger from crash dieting. Thank you so much, Matt. Always keep ascending, Jason. Also, here's Jason's starting pictures. As you can see, he holds his fat in his stomach, his lower stomach, his obliques, pretty much all in his midsection, which is totally normal for most people. You can tell he has some muscularity. You can tell he works out. He has some muscularity underneath that fat. It's just covered in, a higher body fat percentage, which is why we're here. So week 1, macros, 250 carbs, 55 fats, and 170 grams of proteins. Cardio was 1 session, 300 calories. That's a list session. That's low intensity, steady state. As always, we keep cardio low in the beginning as we ramp up as we go. Never start cardio high. If anyone does that to you, you're probably doing it wrong. Or if you're starting cardio too high, you're doing it wrong. Average weigh-in was 166.3 pounds. So something to understand moving forward with this transformation is that unlike a lot of other clients that I show on these transformations, it took Jason a little bit to just get his footing and his consistency down, which is all good, and I'll explain more later on as we go. But for the first about 6 weeks of his transformation, his macros were kind of all over the place. He still made progress, and I'll dive more in depth about it later. Just keep that in mind. So here's his week 1 pictures. Physique looks pretty much the same. Lighting is different, the angle is slightly different, so he does look leaner. His posture is a little bit different. Maybe he lost a little bit of water weight, but I'm just gonna say he pretty much looks the same. It's hard to tell just because the angle and the lighting, but yeah, pretty much the same. Let's keep on going. Week 2, macros, 250 carbs, 55 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Macros stayed the same. Cardio went up to 2 sessions of 300 calories. New average low weigh-in was 164.7 pounds. pounds. So a couple of pounds drop, like a pound and a half drop from the week prior. And here's his week 2 pictures. As you can see, Jason looks maybe just a little bit leaner. I mean, he looks pretty much the same, but if I had to nitpick, just slightly leaner. Maybe not holding as much water as he was before. As I mentioned in other transformations, it's totally normal for clients to lose a lot of water weight in the beginning of a transformation. Reason being is they're changing their diet, they're changing their habits, and also sometimes they binge before starting the cut, which is totally fine. Also, from here on out, we'll be skipping to every other week. This transformation is different. I forgot to mention that to you guys, but this is gonna be a 16-week transformation. So we'll be skipping every other week. So weeks 4, 6, 8, 10, we'll show you all the macros, all the cardio sessions, all the weigh-ins, everything on the screen so you guys can follow the transformation along. But just for time's sake, I'll be skipping every other week. Week 4, macros, 250 carbs, 55 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Cardio, 2 sessions, 300 calories. So we kept everything the same. New low weigh-in was 162.8 pounds, so a little less than a 2-pound drop from the previous week. Again, macros are all off and not consistent, but it is all good because he's still making progress. See, the thing that happens a lot, especially with clients that take a little bit longer to build that consistency, is a lot of times they still make progress because they're being mindful of tracking their food. They're learning more about their nutrition. They're watching what they're putting in their body. And by also working out properly, they start losing weight. Don't knock yourself down if you keep on falling down over and over and over again. Just keep picking yourself back up and keep on trying, okay? And here's Jason's week 4 pictures. Stomach is leaning out slowly but surely from the back. Actually, his back is getting leaner faster than his front, in my opinion. It could just be the lighting. He has some nice downward lighting, even though it's real yellow, but his back actually looks a lot leaner than his week 2 pictures. From the side, he is flexing, so it's hard to tell if his arms are leaner or not. Also keep in mind that a lot of these pictures moving forward, once he starts seeing some resemblance of abs, they're going to be more flexing pictures, but it's all good because he keeps it consistent throughout the transformation so we can see the differences. Week 6, macros, 225 carbs, 50 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Macros stayed the same. Cardio, 3 sessions, 300 calories. So we kicked up cardio for 1 session. That's 3 300 calorie sessions. His new average low weigh-in was 157.7 pounds. So he had a big drop from the week 5 at 161.4 to 157.7. Again, his macros were off, but this is the turning point in his transformation. This is when he just, I don't know what happened. He just built that consistency. It just clicked for him. And that is key because a lot of people, they quit. They try to hit their macros. They're like, oh, Matt said stay consistent, keep on going, but I'm messing up and I feel bad and this ain't working. I'm not seeing any changes in the mirror. But he just kept on going, kept on plugging, and just kept picking himself back up, and he came back stronger. And that's exactly what we do. So this is the last week where his macros are off. He's made progress all the way through, which is all that matters. It doesn't matter that his macros are off. Would he have made better progress if he was hitting his macros? Of course. But none of that really matters because the end goal is still the same. And as I mentioned before, this isn't a race. This isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. Fat loss is a marathon. So just take your time and learn. And these things that you learn will last you a lifetime. I promise you guys. And here's his week 6 pictures. So again, as I mentioned, he's flexing in this picture, so you can't really tell, but abs are slowly but surely coming in. Upper abs are coming in. Back, he's obviously flaring his lats, but back is looking a lot leaner. Looking at his picture from the side, he's flexing again, but his tricep cut is looking a little bit deeper, especially comparing to week 4. His horseshoe is coming in even deeper, so that's why it's not a big deal if they're flexing or not, because at least you can see the lines coming in, and it's just consistency that you want. So let's keep on rocking. Week 8, macros, 225 carbs, 50 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Cardio was 4 sessions at 300 calories, 1 HIIT session. That's a high intensity interval training session. Average low weigh-in was 156.2 pounds, so only a 0.3 pound drop from the week before. And that is also what we added, was when we added HIIT was in week 7 as well. Here's his week 8 pictures. Abs coming in even more. I mean, he definitely hit the lighting on this on this picture. As you can see, he's still holding some body fat on his lower stomach, but it's coming down slowly but surely. Back's leaning out again. He did get a tan, so that may also be why he looks a little bit more lean as well. From the side, arms coming in. His triceps actually look a little bit bigger also in this picture too. So he's definitely recomping, losing some body fat and gaining some muscle, which is always the goal. Week 10, macros, 200 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio was 4 sessions at 350 calories, 1 HIIT session. New average low weigh-in was 152.7 pounds, so about a 1.5 pound drop from the week prior. All we did was in week 10 was we dropped calories, about 100 calories in carbs, about 10 grams of proteins. Cardio went up another 50 calories in week 9. And here's his week 10 pictures. As you can see, abs are coming in little by little. Even his lower stomach is leaning out. He does have wider hips, and that's just genetics. Back is looking better, even from the side. His arms, everything's moving in the right direction. Week 12. Macros: 200 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio stayed the same, 4 sessions at 350 calories, 1 HIIT session. New average low weigh-in was 149.9 pounds. So just only a 0.5 pound drop from the week prior to that, which is all good. Here's his week 12 pictures. So again, lighting changed. This is more true lighting. It looks like he's standing in front of some kind of window or something where he's getting some like sunlight, daylight coming in. He even has chest separation coming in, that upper chest separation. He looks like a totally different person. Even his lower stomach, where he was holding all his fat, is leaning down and is flattening out. And we still have a few more weeks to go, so let's keep on rocking. Week 14. Macros: 200 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio: 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 which was a HIIT session. So we increased calories, or cardio calories burned, in week 13 by 50 up to 400. New average low weigh-in was 147.6 pounds, so a little bit less than a pound drop from the week prior to that, which is perfectly good progress, especially this deep into a cut. Here's his week 14 pictures. So as you can see, lighting is on point. That downward lighting that makes you look shredded and makes you look a lot better is on point. He found that lighting and he's flexing on it, and he's looking great. And you know, a lot of my clients do this, especially as they get, deeper and deeper into the cut. When they finally get their abs coming, they start flexing a little harder and harder. And that is all good, because they deserve to. When you busted your ass and you worked this hard for, 14 weeks to make this kind of transformation where he looks like a totally different person. His abs are in, that lower stomach fat is gone, his back is shredded, his arms are looking good, striations everywhere, and he's just killing it. So let's go on to the final week. Week 16 of the longest transformation I've ever done on this channel. But here's his macros: 200 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of protein. So macros stayed the same pretty much from week 10 to week 16, and he dropped a bunch of pounds, a bunch of body fat. Cardio stayed the same, 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 HIIT session. New average low weigh-in was 147 pounds, so about a 0.9 pound drop, so about a pound drop from the week prior to that. And here's his week 16 pictures. This is the final pictures. And Jason is looking amazing. He is shredded. He is like more than beach ready, more than summer ready. He's probably gonna be one of the leaner guys on the beach, flexing on him. Shoulders are capped. I don't know if he has a pump or not, but yeah, he's just looking great, especially comparing to where he started to where he is now. I keep saying this, but yeah, he does look like a totally different person. We definitely did recomp some muscle as well in the process, and he lost a bunch of body fat. I am just so proud of this guy, just killing it, especially during the time where we're at. And yeah, he recovered from his sickness. He's feeling better, he's all good, and he's continuing to ascend. So that's the end of the video. I'm gonna cut it here. I know it's a little bit longer than my typical transformations, but I just want to say I really appreciate all you guys watching. Also, drop some comments down below. Let me know if there's any type of transformation that you guys would like to see. For me, obviously I pick out the better transformations that I can find, but I also try to pick out transformations that are a little bit different so they can hit, a wider audience. I want to show people that it doesn't matter, who you are, where you're from. Anyone can do this. Anyone can get in shape. Anyone can get healthy. And that's what I want to prove to everyone through these transformation videos. And I want people to understand that they can do this and build that belief that they can and they will do this and they will ascend and get healthy. For online coaching, shoot me an email, gokuflex@gmail.com. As mentioned, I am opening up more spots because summer is ending. For a program, check out SaiyanArmy.com. Check out my Saiyan Shredding program. I took all my knowledge over the 7 years of my online coaching, put it into one ebook for those of you guys who can do it on your own. So go and pick that up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.